This meditation that I will be leading is unique in its own way because it is from a little known but very important master from around the same time as Bodhidharma. His name is Sengchou. So I'm going to begin with the opening formula for meditation that's found in Kayagata Sati Sutta. This particular opening is only found in this one sutta, and then I will lead us in the meditation. The original meditation is quite long, so I am going to move through it at a little bit faster pace and abridge it in some places. So I want to be faithful to the original teaching. I'll be talking a little bit more about this in the Dharma talk. So if you would prepare yourself to sit in a comfortable position for meditation, we will begin. Sending the awareness to the breath, diligent, ardent, and resolute, inwardly calm with quietude, establishing single-mindedness and concentrated, putting aside our wants and worries about the daily life, always mindful, I breathe in, mindful, I breathe out. Breathing in long, I breathe in long. Or breathing out long, I breathe out long. Or breathing in short, I breathe in short. Or breathing out short, I breathe out short. Breathing in sensitive to the entire body. Breathing out sensitive to the entire body. Breathing in calming the bodily formation, the breath. Breathing out calming the bodily formation, the breath. Welcoming all good people and all the bodhisattva mahasattvas of wholesome roots who dedicate their lives to being of benefit. First, observe the body from the head to the feet. This body full of many unclean things, beginning with the hairs on the head, the nails of our fingers and toes, teeth, the skin all over the body, along with the body hairs, the flesh of our muscles, and sinews, the cartilage and tendons. All the way to the bones throughout the body. The marrow of the bones that produce the red blood cells we know now. The internal organs, the spleen, involved with the white blood cells. Located in the left side of the body, abdomen. The kidneys on either side of the lower back. Our heart, the center left of the chest. It pumps the blood first to the lungs, and then that same blood returning to the heart, oxygenated, ready to go to all the parts of the body. Our liver that purifies the blood, any toxins. On the upper right quadrant of the abdomen. And slightly to the center, the gallbladder that produces bile that helps in digestion. Our intestines, the small intestines that wind around and then leading to the large intestines, the ascending on the right, transverse along the top of the abdominal cavity, and then descending on the left. Taking care of all of the waste material from our digestion that initiated in the stomach. All these organs, raw and ripened from early childhood into our aging. Fluids such as urine, saliva, we feel in our mouth, tears that lubricate the eyes, fat that is stored in our body, the oil of the skin, and also going into the brain, covered by a membrane. The blood that circulates through the body, through our arteries and veins. When the bodhisattva concentrates and observes in this way, he questions, what exists that is a self? To whom does this body and self belong? Where does a self abide? Who belongs to the self? We repeat these thoughts to ourselves. Is this body the self? Even are these bones the self? Is the self separate from the bones? The second part, the bodhisattva then removes with the mind all of the external part of the body, the skin and flesh, muscles, and sees only the white bones. Then, having this thought, the colors of the bones are slightly different. There are slight parts that are blue and white and yellow and red. And even the colors of a dove, gray. Even the thought may come, these are not my bones. Am I blue, yellow, red, white, or the colors of a dove inside? And the bodhisattva sees this with his heart, or her heart. And when the bodhisattva sees this, he or she is freed from all lust. Such is the thought that these bones are born from a cause, and all the bones are interconnected and support each other according to their conditions. And the foot bone is connected to our ankles, and the ankles connected to the shins, and the shin connected to the knees, and the bones of the knees connected to the thighs, bones. And the thigh bones hold up the body when standing, supporting us in accordance with their purpose. Connected to the spine, the sacrum, the hips, the lumbar region, all the way up the spine, all the vertebrae interconnected. In the same way, ribs are connected within the rib cage. Connected to the collarbone. In all the muscles of the face, holding together the bones of the face, the jaw, even into the teeth, the bones in the neck, connected to the shoulder, and down the arms, the bones, the elbow, forearms, wrists, and into the hands and fingers. All of these bones interconnected in this way, supporting each other. All the white bones, but also having these colors. Realizing things in this way, one's desires for appearance are broken. The desire for posture, for fine touch, all of these things are released from their craving and clinging. And the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, dedicated to being of benefit to the world, see only the colors of the bones. Knowing that these colors are just the same as found in the earth in all directions. The blue and yellow, red, white, and gray colors, and all the colors in between are found in all of the elements. The earth, water, fire, and even the air. And seeing things in this way, the Bodhisattva realizes that these colors also emanate from the mind, from a place between the eyebrows, sending out rays of these lights in all directions. The light of the blue, yellow, red, white, and gray. Colors emerge from between the eyebrows. And within each of these colors, the Bodhisattva sees the image of multitudinous Buddhas in each of these lights. And upon seeing this image, the Bodhisattva asks, such a body is the result of the sum of impure causes. How does it come to be like this? Sitting up, walking, standing, bending, stretching, turning around. To see each moment sorrow, crying, joy, and laughter. There is no master self in it. Who makes this happen? And having asked these questions, the Buddhas in the light suddenly disappear and do not reappear. And then the thought occurs. When I think that I am the one who knows, the Buddhas do not appear. And one questions again, is this consciousness what is born and dies, as if it were flowing water? And is this not the I am? And one thinks again, is this consciousness just something born of causes and conditions, and there is not me, nothing that can be mine? And the same is true of all of the elements. This body is the result of the union of impurities and the aggregation of all of these conditions and parts of my body. The things of my body are impure and impermanent. If this person is insulted or harmed in any way, what is this person? Just the collection of all these parts. Therefore, all insults to this mind and body can be easily tolerated. And the mind can enter in to an awareness of the great Four Noble Truths and enter the ground of patience and tolerance. This is how the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas practice. Very gradually, we can wiggle our fingers and toes. Bring our awareness back and open our eyes at our own pace.